Welcome back to RK Garage, and on this video, Brad's FG is going on the dyno.
Sorry, pick out traffic, concentrating.
So we're just on our way to Dark Horse Performance. Brad's getting a tune there using the PCM Tech software, so that has the ability to have ghost cams as well as 4 live selectable maps using the cruise control function and the RPM attaco gauge, but we'll give a demonstration of all that later on once we're all done and back. Alright, we just rocked up to Dark Horse Performance, parked her up. The owner's just going to shuffle some cars to get it on the dyno, and then it'll be time to see it do its thing on there. So keep tuned, get ready, get your popcorn, get your drinks. It's going to happen, it's going to be mint. Alright, so we're just going to jump to this cutaway here just to explain what's going on. So you would have seen there was a fair few pulls where it was cutting off short. It's about 4,000 RPM. And then I time-lapse the rest of them because there's no point you guys watching them 10, 15, whatever it was. You get bored. The issue we're having is it kept detonating or getting knocked. So it was still running the factory boost of say 10 PSI. Map from Dark Horse Performance dropped the timing down to 5 degrees, which I believe is way lower than factory at that point, and it was still getting knock on his knock ears and also the factory knock sensors through the ECU. They were pulling about 5 degrees of timing, which is pretty ridiculous as well on that. So we kept doing pulls, he kept having a look at the map, trying things, it's the same thing, testing it, doing a run, kept doing this and that, kept knocking, kept pulling out of it. So that was fighting us for quite a fair few hours, and eventually ended up pulling injectors out, looking at them, putting them through the flow tester. They flowed fine, they were all basically even, like visually, how much they filled up. Didn't actually look at any readings that were printed out or whatnot, but you know, there wasn't any big differences. Put them back in, after we tried cleaning them, tried it again, same thing. Pulled the plugs out, looked at them, they were all getting fuel. They were all on the rich side, which he'd obviously done on the tune because it was knocking, you're going to add more fuel and pull timing. We put a fresh set of plugs in, did one dyno pull, pulled them out so we could do a true proper reading. Once again, they were all wet in the sense of that they were running a bit rich, you know, like pissing with fuel on top of it. We tried that as well. We thought, alright, it could be a bad batch of fuel. Brad had just got 98 the night before, basically a whole tank. So Saturday we had to drain that out. We drained that all out, left, I don't know, a couple of litres in, just enough to drive to the local petrol station from there. Filled that up with BP98. Did a few runs. It was still knocking, apparently it was a little less, but it was still too much to be comfortable and what's advisable basically, is still pulling timing. We unbolted the Varex rear muffler, thinking that could be a restriction because it does kind of bottleneck at the butterfly at the rear. Did that, was still knocking a bit, did a couple more pulls, and then apparently it started to clear up. Matt reckons he's had that happen a couple of times before with FGs. He's had to run some combustion cleaner like seafoam or whatever shit like that through it, or do quite a fair few dyno pulls before it will start to take any timing. Luckily it started to take timing, and where you guys are going to jump back into the dyno videos, it's going to be start up when we start doing the first big pulls, so enjoy that and wait for the next cutaway. Alright, so at this point, everything finally worked out. It was taking timing. We were able to go all the way to red line, limiter, whatever the fuck you want to call it, every single time. It was all happy days. As you would have seen in the last run there, where I'd taken it on my phone as well and managed to get the dyno sheet at the end, you would have seen it made 274 kilowatts, which equals 367 horsepower and 610 newton meters. That was all at 14 psi. Usually just like factory catback and whatnot, just in injectors and cooler pipe and whatnot, FGs will go about 330 real kilowatts, 440ish, 430ish. horsepower, but yeah, this catback seemed to be restricting it quite a fair bit. Yeah, Brad's still happy with the power. It still pulls like a freight train, which you'll see in the videos we actually just filmed today, which is the next day after the dyno vid. He's only gone up to a speed limit because yeah, we couldn't get to Mexico, but yeah, it still pulls like a freight train. It's an absolute weapon of a car, and it comes on boost, full boost by 70 k's an hour. So it's making 370 horsepower by 70 k's an hour in 4th gear, which is like 2,500 RPM. Something ridiculous like that, or maybe 3,000 RPM, whatever the fuck it is. Fucking insane. And also the intercooler, it's an Auto Technica cheapie that we put on there years ago. That is getting a little bit heat soaked, so that runs back to back. It's not coping too well. The IATs start going up, but Brad's going to enjoy the car for a while, and he may possibly get a 3.5 inch or 4 inch catback to go on his existing 5 inch dump and 4 inch cat, and may upgrade intercooler as well. Take it back in for a tune, max out that turbo, see how the clutch is going, and yeah, that could be the plan. That's up to him. I can only try and persuade him as much as I can. See if he ends up going the route of upgrading the turbo, which I've offered to just give him my one off my VY when I upgrade. So it's a possibility you can make 550. But yeah, so we're going to jump back into where it was at Dark Horse Performance, and you're going to see here where Matt has just started to do the ghost cam tuning. Alright, so it's the next day. The video that I might chuck in there, I'm not sure yet. When I was talking, you'll see it was pitch black, it was pretty much pointless. Saying the idle video is a bit dark, so I'm just going to redo another one right now for you. So we'll get Brad to start her up. Brad's going to change the RX so it's quiet, which probably on the GoPro it sounds just as loud because it just picks up the high frequencies. That's all that's really left, but in person that's gone basically dead quiet. Fuck, the car just shakes its fucking head. Don't know if you guys can see it. Yeah. Alright, so to change your tunes, you turn your key to on, does a dash sweep, and then Brad will run you through it from here because he's the pro.
So what you do is you press cruise, and right now it tells me I'm on tune 4, which is high boost ghost cam. If I want to change it, I go either down or up. So down will make a high boost, no ghost cam, then low boost ghost cam, and then low boost and quiet, no ghost cam. And that's pretty much how you do it. And then you press cruise and it will set to that one. Like that. Put it all the way back up. Done. Apparently also you can hold cruise when you're traveling on at 60 k's an hour as like a launch control, so that might come in handy for roll racing. Other than that, it's pretty much sweet. That's it.
Just got to watch those factory all pump gears maybe once or twice on special occasions that
Yeah, I haven't done enough to be able to consecutively keep doing that.
But don't sit there on doing it. But the cool thing is every time you start the car, as you would have seen, like Brad said, every time you turn the key on, the dash will full sweep, and then the tacho or RPM gauge, whatever you guys know it as, will then sweep up again and hold at either 1000, 2000, 3000 or 4000 RPM, letting you know which tune has been selected.
And so if you disconnect the battery, it automatically resets to low boost, no ghost cam.
Yeah, to tune 1 essentially, which is a handy,
pretty handy
thing to know. So we're going to go do a quick little drive. Probably won't be too adventurous because we're
not in Mexico today.
Yeah, we're not in Mexico today unless we make a quick flight there. But we tried last night and traffic was still ridiculously heavy there. The Mexicans were all on about now that the COVID restrictions have been lifted, and
Spanish life is a good time.
Pretty much, and you couldn't see jack shit because the GoPro was pitch black. So yeah, I'll get back to you guys in the car when we're having a bit of a drive. Hasn't been able to do that in a while. And she just launches forward.
Even up in the non-boost range, it's a lot smoother, more responsive, all around better drive.
It should be more economic on fuel as well. She's going to take off then.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes, it's small.
That was 70 in like
A second, yeah. Just spools up so early. It still cruises along absolutely nice as well. So Matt from Dark Horse Performance has done a good job on the tune.
Yeah.
First time either of us have had a car there, been there, had anything to do with Dark Horse, so good results. He works like a trooper as well, going through all the issues, which I've probably talked about beforehand in the video, but haven't filmed that bit yet. So yeah, don't know if you guys can hear that because traffic's pretty noisy, but
Feel it.
yeah, we can feel it in the car and it sounds mint.
Someone's having a peek over the road.
You feel that right in the gut. Go to quiet again for a second, bro. Go back to loud.